Hey everyone, it's Tanja again, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to DC in specific. So, did you know that Washington, DC is the home of some of the most iconic museums in the world? So, today I'm going to take you on a countdown of the top 10 most visited museums here in the district in 2024. Take a moment, if you would, and type in to the comments your guess as to which one was the most highly visited. So, all right, let's get started. Number 10. Are you ready to explore a world of art and culture right here in the middle of DC? If so, let me introduce you to the Shackler Gallery. It's a must-see destination here in the city that's located right on the National Mall next to the National Museum of Asian Art. In 2024, over 229,000 visitors walked through their doors to experience a cultural treasure. And it's a must-see destination where you will see over 15,000 incredible items within their displays. The gallery transports its visitors across continents and centuries of history. You'll discover intricate sculptures, vibrant ceramics, and ancient manuscripts. Garden Courtyard, which is a serene place for you to take in the beauty of the exhibits as well as snap that Instagram-worthy photo. Number 9, the Freer Gallery of Art. It's a true gem on the National Mall and also located in the Museum of Asian Art. It attracted over 332,000 visitors last year. And it is a world-class collection that spans thousands of years from the Neolithic period all the way to the 20th century. It has Chinese arts, Indian sculptures, Islamic metalworks, Japanese lacquer, and even Korean ceramics. But it's not all. It also houses American art, and the world-famous Peacock Room is evidence of the works of James McNeill Whistler. With every turn in this museum, you're going to be transported through culture and beauty and history. So if you love art and you love history, this is a must-see destination. Number 8 is the Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. Step into the heart of modern art and culture on the National Mall. This museum had over 602,000 visitors in 2024 who experienced its magic. So it's known for its bold installations and peaceful sculpture gardens. And it is more than a museum. It is a global platform showcasing the most important artists and movements of our time. Inside, you're going to experience groundbreaking exhibits that redefine the way that we experience art. But also outside, you're going to experience a serene escape of creative wonder in the sculpture garden. So from the stunning visual and thought-provoking exhibits, it's not just a museum, it is a journey through the very best of 21st century creativity. Number 7, the National Museum of American Indian. Did you know that this museum actually has 2 locations? Naturally here in DC, the other in New York City. And in 2024, the DC location had over 800,000 visitors. This museum takes you into a deep dive of the indigenous culture through interactive exhibits and breathtaking artifacts. It is one of the world's largest collections of Native American artifacts, and it covers the entire Western Hemisphere. It's also home to the powerful National Native American Veterans Memorial, which honors Native American veterans who made incredible contributions to our nation. Number 6 is the National Portrait Gallery. Now, if you're looking for something fascinating to dive into, this is the place for you. So, with over 1.3 million visitors in 2024, this museum is just steps away from our National Mall. And it houses a stunning collection of portraits from icons who've helped to shape our nation. So, think of presidents, pioneers, activists, inventors. All of these people shaped our history. And what makes this museum stand out is its perfect blend of historical architecture and sleek design. American Art Museum. Did you know that this museum shares a building with the National Portrait Gallery? So it's two visits in one. It's home to the Renwick Gallery and saw over 1.5 million visitors in 2024. It holds one of the largest and most inclusive collections of American art, showcasing America's rich culture and artistic history from the colonial era to today. The museum leads the way in preserving unique American artifacts through visual culture with photography, modern folk art, African American art, Latino art, and even video games. It's home to the largest collection of New Deal art and its incredible pieces of the Gilded Age American Impressionism. Number 4, the National Museum of African American History and Culture. So, welcome to this museum. It is the baby of all the Smithsonian museums, and it is the only national museum devoted exclusively to African American life, history, and culture. It has a striking bronze structure and it's located on the National Mall, right at the foot of the Washington Monument. Through every thoughtfully curated exhibit, it tells the story of resiliency, innovation, and strength. And in 2024, it had over 1.6 million visitors. Come there to explore over 12,000 artifacts spanning for centuries of history, from slavery to civil rights and historical landmarks and achievements of icons of music, sports, politics, and more. Number 3, it is the National Air and Space Museum. So, welcome to this exploration to far off places. It's located on the National Mall and it takes you on a high flying, out of this world journey through aviation and space exploration. With over 60,000 artifacts in its display, there's something to spark your imagination. And although the museum is going under renovations currently, it still had over 1.9 million visitors to flock through the 8 open exhibits. This is a museum where you get to step into originals such as the Spirit of St. Louis and to view the plane of Charles Lindbergh. Number 2, the Smithsonian National Museum of American History takes you into the stories that shape the United States of America. Hosting over 2.1 million guests in 2024, this museum's collection of 1.7 million items tells the complex history of our nation, from the iconic Star Spangled Banner to the iconic First Lady's gowns. These fascinating treasures brings America's past to life. See objects that define pop culture like Dorothy's ruby red slippers or even Muhammad Ali's boxing gloves. If you want to see and understand innovation, check out the exhibits that changed the world, from the steam engine to the iPhone. Let me introduce to you the top visited museum in DC in 2024, the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History. It is an absolute must-see whenever you're here in the nation's capital. With a mind-blowing 148 million specimens and objects in its collection, you'd think that you'll get to see it all in one visit, right? However, less than 1% of all of those treasures are ever on display at any single given time. The museum still manages to bring in almost 4 million visitors in 2024, despite a small fraction of its artifacts being on display. So, what kind of jaw dropping wonders are you expecting or hoping to find here? Just to name a few, you'll find the enchanting butterfly pavilion, and you'll also find ancient fossils that are beyond 3.5 billion years old. One thing that I haven't said throughout this entire presentation is that every single one of these museums are free to enter at any time during business hours. And there you are, the top 10 most visited museums here in DC. Which museum did you say would be the number one? And which museums have you actually visited? Put that down in the comments. Some may require tickets, like the Air and Space Museum, and others you just walk in. So the next time that you're in the Washington, D.C. area, stop by and check out one of these exciting museums and art galleries. Thank you for joining in, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel as we explore places as we travel near or far. Thank you, and see you next time.